Peace. Happy Tuesday. It's me, P.O.C, back again. Um, got a little noise in the background, but that's okay because you can tune it out. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about, let me rephrase. I wanted to dictate a little bit about um, this term I've been hearing a lot lately. Um, People of color. P.O.C. I don't like that shit. I don't like that. I don't like it because I see it as a way to generalize and put people together who aren't normally supposed to be together. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about some segregation type shit or some separation type shit. What I simply mean is that, first of all, I'm obviously a black man. And black men don't always get along. Not 100%. I mean, like, every black man doesn't get along with every black man, every other black man. You know what I'm saying? You're like, we're not all the same. Like, some are Democrats, some are Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief. You know what I'm saying? Some are liberal, some are conservative. You know, every black person is not the same as every other black person. And for those of you who are not black and you are of your own ethnicity, I'm sure you understand that those of you in your group are not just like you. You go to a family reunion or Thanksgiving or you know, holiday with your kinfolk, and you'll see that your uncles have different opinions than your aunties, you know, nephews and cousins, and you know what I'm saying. We're not all the same. We're not monolithic. I think that the people who invented the term people of color were in fact racist and trying to figure out another way to separate people from white people, because that's all it does. Because you have people of color, and then those are not people of color. And what would you call those who are not people of color? I'll wait. Right. So, I mean, you know, and that's what we're dealing with. So, I mean, it's like, it's just another way to divide the people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks about they want diversity. You know what I'm saying? They want diversity of your face, diversity of your skin color, you know, diversity of your accent. But nobody wants intellectual diversity. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of people out there who, you know, with the whole politics deal, man. Like, you know, they want to get votes. They want to get people to vote in a block. You know what I'm saying? And that means that they don't have to be specific about issues. You know, because you got some dudes that want X, Y, and Z to be addressed, and other people that want A, B, and C to be addressed. You know, and if you put them all together, only thing that's going to be addressed is LMNO. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what either of them want. But for some strange reason, people are convinced that lumping everybody together is going to get us greater results. And I tell you, that's not the case. You know? So I don't like that, people of color. I mean, was there a meeting when they said, okay, you know, a long time ago, black people were actually called colored and didn't like it. Called Negroes. Some of them didn't appreciate it. Some of them was cool with it. Nobody liked nigger. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're going to put an ER or an A on it because it's the same word. You know, Malcolm X said Afro-American. And some folks was down with that. But if you don't have an afro, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, what would you be? A bald-head American? You know? I know plenty of white dudes that are bald-head Americans. I know some Asian bald-head Americans. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, African American? Okay, but what if you're from Haiti? I mean, you came from Africa originally, yes, but what if you're in the UK? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, so there's a lot of things. So, you know, and that's just for black people. But now you want to lump us in with Mexicans, Filipinos, Asians, you know, Argentinians, Guatemalans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, lovely people, beautiful people. But at the same time, they have their own mind and their own culture. And they should be respected enough not to be lumped together with us. And vice versa. You know? I mean, I don't understand. You know, I mean, like, I think that, you know, I'm not a person, right, that says I'm colorblind. No, man, I see color. When I see a beautiful white woman, I know she's a beautiful white woman. You know what I'm saying? Part of what makes her beautiful is that she's white. You know what I'm saying? Because had she been Mexican, her traits would be that of a Mexican woman. She'd still be beautiful, but a beautiful Mexican woman. So I see color. See, for me, it's not a thing of it's bad or good. It's I appreciate your difference. I appreciate what makes you unique. I appreciate what makes you you. And that's what I feel is missing when you try to say people of color. You know, because what color are you talking about? Every color but white? You know what about the people from you know the Andorians? They're green. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're people of color. You know, do they have the same views, wants, and desires of African Americans, black people? You know, um, I mean, what about those olive complected people? Which always cracks me up because I've only seen two kind of olives, and I've never seen anybody look like either one of them. Yet you have olive complected people. I seen black olives and I seen green olives. I ain't never seen no black people, and I've seen black people, but I haven't seen black people. You know what I'm saying? Let alone green people that are olive complected. Things human beings say. I mean, my God. So anyway, back to this people of color. I mean, come on, man. It's just a way to further marginalize the marginalized. And if you remember from English class, the margin is the part of your paper that gets no action. So what are you trying to do? You just trying to further put us in a group together to receive no action? To have no choice, no voice? Not to be heard? People of color, we're just all the same? Huh? They're just people of color. I don't mind them. The Negroes, Spics, Beaners. Really? Come on. Try better, okay, liberals? Do a little bit better, all right? Try hard. Try, you know, because in the LGBT community, there are certain things that you can't get away with if you're just an ally. You know what I'm saying? So why, if somebody's an ally to people of color, you don't just lump us all in together? Like, come on, man. Try harder, okay? Do better. But anyway, that's my point. That's my perspective, my opinion. I do not like the term people of color, and if you are a friend of mine, please don't refer to me as a person of color unless you want to tell me which color that is. You know what I'm saying? And I expect a box of no less than 64 Crayolas, and I want you to pick some of them out. And then I'm going to see which color you not. Because if you got a color that fits in that 64 box of Crayolas, then you're a person of color too. You know what I'm saying? And how does it feel to be just like me, but not share my opinion? You know? Because it's not mandatory. Everybody black doesn't have to think alike. We don't all have to vote Democrat. We don't all have to live in the hood. We don't all have to smoke trees and yeah, man. See, I be like that, homie. Yeah, man. We don't all talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So understand, we're not monolithic. We're not a voting block. We're not the same. We're individual. And if you really weren't racist, you people that talk about people of color, then you'd understand that and appreciate us individually. And that's my perspective. So, red pill up. Have a great day. You know what I'm saying? And stay, man, live up. You know what I'm saying? Be positive. Do 50 push-ups, couple crunches, take a deep breath, drink some water. It's a warm day. I don't know where you're at. But, do what you do to make yourself better today than you were yesterday. And to all the haters and perpetrators, remember, if you don't like what I got to say, open your mouth and tell me how this dictate.